Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop. Hello, my friends. You're my friends, aren't you? Welcome back to Chelsea News. Well, welcome back to Football Therapy with me, host Jan, and welcome back to Chelsea News. It's a daily series here on Football Therapy where I talk about Chelsea news, Three big banging stories to talk about today. A superstar academy striker commits a long-term future to Chelsea Football Club. What is the implications, or should I say, what are the implications? An absolute gunman, I want to tell you about some of his impressive and exciting numbers. Big Fabrizio Romano confirmed interest from Milan for Fikayo Tomori this month. Ooh, madness. And Chelsea have been blessed. That's right, blessed with an FA Cup double draw that should see us stroll on to the quarterfinals from here. Get yourselves comfortable, settle in, subscribe to this channel, hey, only if you want to. Boys and girls, let's see if we can get a bunch of likes on this video. It helps me out. Just drop a like. Please do that. I love you. Oh god. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. Ding! That's right, if you're like me, a football nerd that always wants to keep plugged in and connected to the world of football, you can be afforded the ability to do so by simply clicking that link in the top of the description and checking out OneFootball, the totally free football companion app that just gives you all the news, all the game statistics and lineups and formations and results and updates and alerts. Go check out OneFootball, click the link. Thank you for listening. Let's move on into today's video story. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's start off with the FA Cup run. Chelsea, of course, put Morecambe to the sword, winning 4-0 as expected. But the footballing gods have been kind to Frank Lampard's Chelsea, and we have drawn Luton at home in the next round. Luton, of course, a very beatable opposition, and Chelsea playing well-ish at home this season. You would absolutely bet and bank on the Blues to go into the fifth round and beat Luton, especially considering Frank Lampard is seemingly taking this competition very seriously. He wants to win, so therefore you could safely put your money on Chelsea progressing to the fifth round in the FA Cup and beating Luton. Now, due to the crazy fixture schedule this season, generally the world being a bit mental, they did the next round draw, which I found was quite interesting. So it would be Team A or Team B will go against Team C or Team D. You get it? And Chelsea got a superb draw yet again. If we are to beat Luton and progress in the fifth round, we will play away at either Norwich City or Barnsley. Ding, ding, ding. Now, your reflex would be, Barnsley? Hold on, we've only just played them in the League Cup, and Kai Havertz bagged a lovely hat-trick. Stat padding time! Bring the brilliant German sensation Barnsley yet again. Let him bag yet another hat-trick and stat pad his numbers for all competitions to a soaring height. Honestly though, these draws are excellent for Chelsea. Smart money would be on Chelsea beating both teams. I know nothing is a given in the FA Cup. You know, Leeds getting battered by Crawley, deservedly, shows you that anything can happen. So you should be cocky, you should not be overconfident, but you could and should really safely say Chelsea should make it now to the quarterfinals minimum. Now already, that's a sort of relatively positive tick on the season. I'm not talking that we've already done it. That is so important. I don't want anyone to clip this up. If Chelsea make it to the quarterfinals, which they've got a pretty darn clear run of now, that's already a big tick on the season. Maybe a semi-final, who knows, maybe another final. 2 finals in Frank Lampard's first 2 seasons of the FA Cup would be a huge positive indeed. Of course, we'd need to secure top 4 as well, in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, it's a huge positive for Chelsea Football Club. Be happy, Chelsea fans. And maybe football fans if you're intrigued to see what this Chelsea team can do, as we move on to the next story in today's video. No, 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 no. Hey Jude. That's right, 17-year-old, newly turned 17-year-old. On Sunday, Jude Soonsup-bell has committed his long-term future to Chelsea Football Club, signing his first professional contract with the Blues. Now, very impressive considering he's only like a couple of days into his 17th year of being alive. So, to sign his professional contract speaks very well for the youngster. He moved to Chelsea when I think he was like 13. He was a midfielder. Chelsea saw great things in him as a goal scorer, moved him up front, and he hasn't looked back ever since. He bangs loads and loads of goals. In fact, this little goal machine at youth level this season has scored 16 goals already in just 12 appearances. 16 goals in just 12 appearances, so saith the online web platform Transfermarkt. That is very, very impressive indeed. A goal-hungry monster, superb, high on confidence, an incredible finisher by all accounts, and Chelsea are very, very lucky to have him moving forwards and him signing this new deal. Now straight away you think, well, Chelsea have got up and coming strikers. You think of Armando Broja, who's already doing the Mason Mount ting. He's out in Vitesse on his loan, hopefully banging some goals. How many goals has he got this season? Let me check live now while I'm recording. Alright, Broja himself, who of course is only a teenager, has 5 league goals this season in only 7 appearances. I believe only 5 starts. So 5 goals and 5 starts, pretty darn good. Yeah? To be honest, the noises around Chelsea Football Club and Cobham are, they're very, very excited about Jude Soonsup-bell in terms of just his quality of finishing. So that's very exciting for him to commit his long-term future. I tried to find out how long the contract length is by looking at his various news sites and indeed Transfermarkt, who haven't updated their information on him yet. I couldn't find it, but we're probably safe to assume it's like 4 or 5 years, which is hugely positive. Be happy, Jude Soonsup-bell has committed his long-term future, signed his first professional contract, and hopefully in the future, not too distant, we'll see this youngster banging goals, and it will be another positive academy story in the first team. Fingers crossed. Right then, let's move on to our third and final story of today's Chelsea News video. And that is, of course, a big transfer story of this winter transfer window. Fikayo Tomori's pending exit. Frank Lampard himself has spoken about how we're probably looking to get him out on loan this season, and hopefully not a sale. Fikayo Tomori cannot be happy with the lack of game time he's got this season, considering he's been a first team football player for a few years now. Fabrizio Romano, superstar guru of transfers, tweeted out that actually Milan of the AC variety are interested in Fikayo Tomori he wrote a transfer, I believe. I think it's for a loan. Oh god, I hope it's for a loan. I'd be very disappointed to lose Fikayo Tomori, and it's a very strange situation ultimately that I'm trying to understand. A player that Frank Lampard loved, brought into his Derby team, won player of the season, insisted that he comes into the Chelsea football team, first team rather, and he plays him, and then something happens and then Frank no longer trusts him. Maybe, regardless, it's probably agreeable to all parties in the club, Frank and Fikayo, that he gets a loan. And to be honest, man, if he goes to Milan, that would be a really, really cool loan if he's playing with Romagnoli. Of course, they are top of the Serie A this season, certainly in a title race. Very, very exciting indeed. Because I thought, Leeds or a lower Premier League table, maybe in a relegation battle, which is a bit meh. But to go fight for a title in Serie A, playing with some great footballers, that would be incredibly exciting for Fikayo Tomori. Really high profile place for him to go, but would they just take him on alone? Would he even play? Would he be like back up because they're doing so well in the league? Chelsea already have a relationship, a recently bonded relationship with Milan, of course, with the Bakayoko loan. There's talk about Chelsea being interested in Gianluigi Donnarumma, their goalkeeper, who's been excellent, who's very, very young, yet so experienced, although there are new rumours that he will sign a new deal with Milan, whether that's to sort of increase his value for a sale or to commit his long-term future to a side that does look like an Italian powerhouse now that might win the Scudetto. I'm not so sure. But yeah, it's a weird one with Tomori, man. It'll be a cool loan. If it is just a 6-month loan, he goes and wins the title and comes back. That almost seems too good to be true, do you know what I mean? So we'll have to watch this space. Fabrizio Romano tweeted it, so there's got to be something behind it. He's usually pretty darn spot on. But I am, as always, of course, really interested to get your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on all the stories I've spoken about today. Let me hear it, man. Talk about the FA Cup double draw. How do you think, or what do you think of that? Do you think we're straight into the quarterfinals? I want to hear it, man. Talk about Tomori. Talk about Jude Soonsup-bell. And I would urge you to drop a like on this video if you've enjoyed the content. And if you want more daily Chelsea news videos, my glasses are steaming up here on this channel. So please do drop a like, consider subscribing if you're new, and of course, enjoy the football, and I will see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.